We are back again. Back Porch is back with another edition of college football previews and predictions. Guys, we made it. Week
It's
one
time,
and
baby.
slash zero, actually.
The
Week
wait is
zero
over.
football. Wait is over. Your patience has paid off. You're going to be rewarded with pigskin, things that actually matter this week, games that actually mean something. There could be an upset. I don't know. I don't know. It could get
long.
wild this weekend.
It's so
Things
long.
happen when you get drunk in Dublin. Just ask Nebraska and Northwestern last year. It's wild out here. We cannot wait to talk about it. I am back porch Nate, with the boys on a full back porch with Scotty Wins, aka Backport Scotty, aka Scotty D, and then we got Wawa Ryan here on the back porch. We have a ton to talk about for week zero, so let's get into it. I am extremely excited to talk about football. I know we've been talking, back and forth, portal this, Jim Harbaugh, all that, all kinds of bull crap. Really, it's just talking season. Now it's time to put our feet on the road because it's real and the journey begins, man. We don't have a break until the championship game starting this week. It's exciting. I'm super excited. I am so freaking pumped. We got like I said, we got Scott and Ryan with us here. They've been putting some work in on the back porch earlier, doing a recording of our NFL. So they're just like they're stretched. They're ready. There's no cramping.
I got takes. I'm ready.
He's
Oh,
ready.
boy.
Ryan stretched. He did his calisthenics. He's good.
We're
So let's
good to
get
go.
into it. We're good to go. So my number one thing is let's go into what did you miss about college football the most over this off season?
Ryan, start it off.
Yeah, Ryan, lead us off. Lead off, man. What is the one thing you missed about college football?
There's a lot of different directions I can go with this. I could go with drinking a ton of beer and not being judged for it. I could go with just the game day spreads that are constantly out and adding to my waistline. But I'm gonna go with the game day signs. Can't wait for it.
Ooh,
Tradition doesn't get much better than that.
that's a good
No
one.
other place can you have a sign that says hooker gives reptile dysfunction and make it perfectly okay.
That's very true. Very true. Oh man, the game day signs. That's a good one. That's a good one, Scott. What can you top? Can you top that one?
I can't top it, but I will go around the same kind of vibe. I miss the college game day intro music.
Ooh, okay.
Like
Okay.
you wake up, you roll over from bed at 8:42. You turn on Sports Center before game day, and then as soon as Sports Center is done, like the screen goes black, and then all of a sudden you hear that we are coming to your city, like just the
Yeah.
anthem of college game day, just ready to kick it off at 9 a.m. And then you hear the voices, and then you see all the signs, the overhead camera that comes across, those crazy people that were there at 3 a.m. I was there at 3 a.m. and I was like 50th person in line last year. So maybe 2 a.m. Maybe they might have been there at 2 a.m. But just absolute like chills hearing that music.
So we got signs, we got just game day, the intro music. I think for me, I think my what I miss the most is the boys. I think
Nice.
just being with the boys, hanging out at the house, watching that 1 o'clock game that maybe not be that's not going to be as good as the 3 o'clock game. Just the camaraderie. I think I miss that the most. People here locally, and also you guys as well. I mean, I know we do the podcasts and things like that, but we do get together sometimes during the year. So I think I miss that the most. I know it's sentimental. So everyone's
You're getting
no, I
soft.
think Ryan wins on the signs.
Got
The
a little,
signs
little soft on us right there, Nate.
a little
Jeez,
softy, I know. I'm just a big old
ready to
softy.
cry in the first segment.
I know, right? That's good shit, man. Oh, good shit. Ryan, you win that one if we're keeping score.
Yeah,
Most
Listen,
definitely.
I came prepared today. I finally got that back porch backdrop, so I'm one of the boys today. I'm earning my stripes, as they
You're
like
on
to
the
say.
back porch, baby. Yeah, I
There
love
we
it.
go.
So
No more fancy living rooms.
yeah, we want to keep this episode because week 0 is just like 8 games. So we want to keep this one under 30 minutes for you guys listening to us. So we're gonna just segue in after what we just loved about what we missed about the football. We're gonna go into our next segment called Grillin and Chillin'. Grilling and chilling. So that means we're keeping it back porch themed, right? So if you're grilling, you're a little hot. Things aren't going your way, right? For example, if you are Nebraska last year and you had to play in Dublin and you only scored like 1 touchdown and then it was bad, that's a hot thing, right? Matt Rule gets hot for you. You're probably gonna get fired because you couldn't beat Northwestern. Stuff like that. So the grilling's the hot, and the chilling is like just think if you're on the back porch in the cool shade with a beer in your hand, feet up, just chilling with your boys, good music playing, vibing. So we got the grilled and chilling section, and if we were sponsored by like Dairy Queen, this would be perfect, but we're not. So Dairy Queen, shout out, no free shout outs if you're listening someday from Dairy Queen. But this is our grilling and chilling section, and Ryan's gonna lead us off on this one. So, Ryan, what is your grilling and chilling of week 0 of college football?
All right. So my grilling, keeping it a little broad, it's going to be the ACC. And I say this because right now Pac-12 has been getting a lot of movement going on, but once that news is done, they're going to have to move their attention to someone else. And I think ACC is next in line to have their seat a little too warm. There's already been links to FSU and Clemson looking to move. A lot of teams are going to these super conferences of the Big Ten and SEC, and Big 12 has made some strides to kind of keep themselves in check and bolster their numbers. So I think ACC seats getting a little warm. Their members could start getting poached, especially if they can figure out how to get out of that really, really awful TV deal they have for basketball as well. ACC could be prime pickings for some real movement within the conference setup.
Sure, that's a good one, man. I think the ACC, it's a wonderful conference. Great baseball, great basketball, and like, how do you mess up the one thing that's your moneymaker, and that's football? They've been down obviously for a decade. It seems like the perfect storm for every major brand, and the ACC kind of hit it once, except for Clemson. Like their ascension kind of ruined everybody. But if you think about the ACC, peak ACC growing up, Virginia Tech, boom. Like you think of Mike Vick, you think of like those years, Beamer Ball, like Lane, like Lane Stadium, like sold out, electric, like Enter Sandman. I get chills just thinking about it. Like that's like before I die, I want to see a game there, like real bad. I don't care who it is. Like Virginia Tech's not supposed to be this little baby team that people just beat up. Like you go into Lane Stadium, you're supposed to lose. So like they went downhill. Georgia Tech is a historic college football team, and they lost their triple option, which means that you lost everything and you're starting over from scratch. So like that was bad for them. Then you got Miami, and they just can't get out of their own way. Like it's not like yeah, like Manny, like everyone thought Manny Diaz was the guy. I mean, it looked like it, but then he couldn't control his locker room, it seemed like. So like there was culture problems down there. Florida State finally is freaking alive again, potentially this year. So, the ACC for sure. I mean, it's when you got those 4 major brands or 5 major brands popping, it's must see TV each weekend. For me, especially growing up. So if they can get to that dominance, then I feel like they can come to the table like we want more money.
Yeah, and this conference, it doesn't feel like it, but they've had 3 national championships in the last 10 years. When you think football, you hear a lot more about Big Ten and SEC. Big Ten has won.
Scott, what's your take on the ACC growing up and things like that. I'm interested on yours because you're a Big Ten boy.
Yeah, I honestly I didn't have a lot of ties to the ACC, so I didn't really enjoy watching the ACC. Obviously, in SEC country, down here, there wasn't a lot of love. I remember when I was really young. I was like 6, 7 years old when the Ohio State team beat that ridiculously good Miami team in the title game. But that's really the only core memory that I have of ACC football growing up. Besides the flashbacks here and there of the Pat White teams at West Virginia and the Noel Devine and Mike
Were
Vick.
they were ACC, right?
I,
Or are they Big
I,
East?
They might have been Big East.
They might have been Big East at that time. Yeah,
They felt like ACC though.
but
yeah.
it gave me ACC vibes. I mean, I was like 10 years old, like with my Mike jersey in like 3rd grade, so I just was loving it up. But yeah, I don't have a lot of ACC ties, and honestly, I kind of despise Clemson a lot now more than anything. That's the only real ACC ties that I have. I don't really even respect like the U as a team. They haven't been good since I was 6 years old. I think FSU had a lucky year with Jimbo. Never been a big fan of him. So ACC is just not for me. Just not my kind of football.
I hear you on that one. I think because I'm the oldest, I've seen the conference be what it's supposed to be. So, especially during the BCS era, it was good football. Like I remember just Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech playing these epic games on Thursday nights where it was like you don't know who's gonna win. Like it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be just a brawl. Even Boston College, the Matt Ryan years, and Luke Kuechly, and like Boston College, like they put dudes in the pros. So it's not like the Boston College, is a team that you just sleep on. Louisville, the Lamar years. So it's just like they've had it's like it's like onesie twosies at a time, but they haven't had a full conference being like dominant at a time. So I'm hoping they can do it. I feel like they are on the rise, the ascension of them. So yeah, I know we're not even doing your chilling yet. We're even on the ACC. I mean, but this is the beauty of a podcast. We thought it was gonna be 30 minutes, and now we're talking about the ACC. So, but hey, if you're still,
you're welcome.
What's your chilling, man? Like, let's get your chill go.
Yeah, so chilling will be a lot shorter. It's kind of business as usual, and it's going to be Lincoln Riley, and he's going to be my chilling. Gets another year coming off a returning Heisman QB for him, and not only that, the QB train is still chugging right along for him at USC. Literally this week, he got the #1 overall commit/QB commit for the 2026 class. So man's already got kids who were born in this millennia already signed up to be the next Heisman winner and future first-round pick. So he's got his thing going, and he's just chugging right along.
He makes it real easy to go there. He makes it real easy, especially if you're a quarterback. If I was a quarterback, I would be like, listen, I don't even have to start. I just want to go to LA and be under the king.
Just give me the practice reps.
Yeah, for real. And they have Cliff Kingsbury there as well as an analyst, quarterback coach, whatever. Yeah. So, hey, I didn't know Cliff Kingsbury was the quarterback's coach or the offensive coordinator at Texas Tech.
Dude, I said
or A&M at A&M.
A&M.
I was so surprised, but I was like, I'm surprised, but I'm like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That actually
of his hands-off approach of how to coach. Like, God, he's like, I'm just like, hey, Johnny, just be Johnny. I'm gonna tell Johnny what to do, and I'm like, that's exactly why you got fired at Texas Tech and at Arizona.
The documentary's all starting to come together now.
It's all piecing together now.
Circle.
Absolutely, full circle. Oh man. Scott, those are good chilling, man. That's a good one. If I was drinking around, I'd be chilling.
Yeah.
Easy job, man. Easy job out there. They make it too easy. And his Malibu mansion? Jeez,
Yeah.
Right.
good for him. Goodness gracious, Scott, what you got? What you grilling?
Well, I'm grilling and I'm chilling in the same backyard on the same back porch. I'm grilling the Notre Dame betters. They are 20.5-point favorites against Navy this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
20 and a
And
half.
they did not cover last year, so
They did not.
the seat is getting hot for the Notre Dame betters this weekend. More to come in that in the near future of this episode, but
Stay tuned.
they are
Yeah.
being great right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
that score of that game last year was a
Way too
2-point
close.
score. It
Yeah.
was way too close for Notre Dame and Navy late in the season like that. So I would even say, like, if it's a close game based off of Sam Hartman being there and their offense supposedly with this new offensive like system with him and all these weapons, if Navy keeps it a game, like for me, I'm sweating. I'm like, Martin, is Coach Freeman the guy?
We
yeah,
might have
Like
another
we're
grill
like,
next week.
you know what I mean? He could be grilling next week. It could get hot for him next week because the schedule don't get any easier.
yeah.
Like, first of all, no one ever wants to open up against Navy or Army or Air Force or anybody who runs a triple option. Because how do you come into camp and the first thing you ask your scout team to do is chop block their starters, and you can't replicate that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
No.
just watch film, and Navy's
Gap
one of those teams. What was that, bud?
I said gap assignment. That's all it's about.
That's
Make
it.
sure you-
Man. Like, yeah, they barely hit in camp anyway. Now you're gonna asking your scout guys to just literally go low on purpose. No, I'd be the worst. That would be the worst team to scout for week one. Absolutely the worst. And Navy's the best at it.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
just and they're good every like 3 years. They have to wait for all their seniors to graduate and then get new seniors. So this year might be Navy's year where they're just like, hey, we have this unnamed amazing roster and we're really good at blocking you. So it's also a good way to test your grit. You know what I mean? Week one, what kind of team you got. So definitely grilling on the Navy betters. To more to come on that from Scott. Scott, what is your chill
Well,
for
what's
this
chilling?
week? What's chilling, bro?
Chilling in the back porch this week is the beer in Ireland. They have
Ooh.
the Navy
Ooh,
Notre Dame game in Dublin at nighttime. So
ooh.
and the beer will be ice cold and it will be flowing. So the
Mm.
beer is chilling in Dublin, Ireland this week.
All the harp and Guinness, all the snake bites, all the Irish whiskey. All
nice.
it will be chilling.
If you're a
It'll be
Notre Dame
amazing.
fan and you don't have at least 1 pint of Guinness, then you're not
Yeah.
really a Notre Dame fan.
If you're at home
You
and
aren't.
watching that game, you need to have a pint of Guinness or something like a Magniers.
Drink it.
You better freaking Irish dance on a table when they score their first touchdown.
Car bombs this weekend? Huh?
Car bomb, maybe some car bombs. Maybe I don't know.
My-
Oh man,
I'm
that's a
gonna
good
put
one. Go ahead, bud.
I'm gonna put my brother on blast. We went to England last summer, and
Yeah.
he asked my English cousin if it was okay to order an Irish car bomb at the pub. If you're over there, you can have a
Isn't
car
that
bomb.
treat?
Just don't order a car bomb.
Just don't order a car bomb. You can have it, just don't order it. That's funny. I'd love to watch a college football game at a pub with people who have no clue what's going on.
That would be fantastic.
That would be phenomenal. They'd be like, this is a kid's show, but they'd be like, "Effing, what's going on?"
Do we think they call it football?
Huh?
Do you think we think they would call it football?
Why is it
It's American rugby.
American rugby. Why are they wearing pads? Bunch of pansies, wankers. Anyways, that'd be super fun. I think that'd be great. And considering last year that the beers were free because of the POS system at the stadium.
Yeah. Oh my God. What a memory.
So if it happens again, the POS system goes down, then they'll definitely be chilling with the beers. So I love that. Love watching the game last year, and like people were coming from the concourse with like double fisted, like beers top to the top, just drinking them while they're walking to their seats. It was amazing. I freaking loved it. I also would have been drunk too watching Northwestern play Nebraska in Dublin.
Yeah,
God, God, just take my eyes now. God, it was so bad. So that's good. So I'm gonna go into mine. My grilling on the back porch this week is Vanderbilt Athletics. What the heck are you doing? You have the first SEC game of the year. That is a right and a privilege, and you are freaking not only might lose to Hawaii because you suck, but also you can't freaking schedule a game at Titan Stadium because your stadium is under construction.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this 30 days ago. They sent a picture out. The end zone's not done yet. You're thinking like, all right, well, maybe they'll bring some bleachers from the rec field at least and put it in the end zone because 19 of their fans are going to show up for this damn thing. But no, they're not even finished with both ends of the end zone. I don't know if Hawaii fans are going to be there, but if they do show up, where are they going to stand? Behind the freaking construction line, the caution tape? This is
so bad.
Stupid.
Bring your own hard hat.
Bring your own damn hard hat. You're going to be wearing a helmet and pads just to watch the football game because they can't get their crap straight. And Vanderbilt wonders why they freaking get made fun of in the SEC. If I'm the SEC network and I have that game, you can only show one view. You're not going to show the end zones. You can't do anything. It's pathetic. Play at a local high school, for God's sakes, or play at the Titans field. Play at Bridgestone Arena. I don't care. Like, find an open rec field and play those games. At least they'll have bleachers. Like, it's so stupid. It pisses me off. So, yeah, Grillin for Vanderbilt. We love you. We want you to get 4 wins this year, but you are starting this year off not on the hot seat, sir. So you're on the grill right now, Vanderbilt. And if you don't win this game and win it by 17 or more, Vanderbilt, I'm mad at you. You hear me first, all you Vandy fans, the 14 of you. We're coming for you. And the Vandy Whistler. You too. That's my grill right now.
Yeah, the grill.
Hot.
You're a little too hot on the grill.
Coming on hot. I got to cool off, so I got to chill. So my chill this week is the really cool uniforms for the Dublin game. I think the atmosphere is going to be really cool. The broadcast is going to be amazing. The greenery, all that stuff. I mean, I love watching when they do the British Open and things like that, and they play in Ireland and whatever. It's beautiful. I think the jerseys themselves are really unique and they're really cool. So my chillin' this week is the Navy and Iron and Notre Dame jerseys. I think they both have gold in them. They both have green. They both have blue. It's really cool. So that's mine. I'm cooling off now. Vanderbilt really made me mad. So I'm cooling off. So we're here to go. We're getting into our next thing, which we're going to do our previews of the week. And this is presented by StreamYard because they're awesome and we use their format. So thank you, StreamYard, to our picks and previews of the week presented by StreamYard Broadcasting to use all your StreamYard broadcasting needs. And let's do it. So we are going to start with our picks of the week. This is if you're a first-time listener, we're going to give you our betting line pick. So if you got a few extra change in your pocket and you're in a state that you can actually gamble online or actually go to a sports book and you want to make a few extra bucks, take out the missus or the family for a pizza dinner, follow our picks. Last year, we were really, really, really good as a first-time amateurs telling you about games, and we're going to continue that, and we don't see us lacking in that. Last year, Scott, what would you say? I think we're like over 51% in our picks for college football.
Yeah, I think we finished. I think it was around like 55 to 57%.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
Jake was
Mhm.
the FBI killer.
Yep,
I think Jake
yep.
was in 60 percentiles.
Back Porch Jake, who is not here today. He's moving into his new apartment and stuff.
So
Yeah,
busy.
father of two. That he's also the FBI killer. That's the ESPN FBI. He beat the ESPN FBI in picks when they do the game day picks and stuff. We do the game day picks along with them. He beat the FPI throughout the year. It was over 100 and total was 100 and something picks, and he was at 70. Beat it by one. He was at 71%, and the FBI was at 70. And Scott was right behind it too. So if you're listening, we have two people who beat the FBI or was behind it or on top, and I was like at 60%. Had a really bad week 5. So
Well, I will say this: against the spread last year, I think it was 81 and 67, something like that.
That's phenomenal.
My record and my card will be up this weekend on
Yes.
Instagram. So
we will. Yeah, we will put the picks. Everything we're talking about will go up every week, so you will see them. So you will know if we are actually legit or not. So let's move into our pick. So we're gonna do our pick, our lock, and our over, because we are the overs clubs and we love points. And if you don't love points, you don't love football, and you should not be listening to this broadcast, because we love football and we love points, and points make it fun. So, Scott, lead us off, big dog.
I have the over. My lock is the over in the Ohio and San Diego State game. It is over 49. It's not 49 and a half. There is a chance that this pushes, but a push is not a lock. So,
no.
But that is my pick. I believe the lock of the week is the Ohio San Diego State game. Catch it on FS1, 7 p.m. on Saturday.
I wish Gus Johnson was calling that one.
Oh,
but he's
electric.
He'd make that game so much fun.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't have to travel to San Diego.
Yep. And then, did you do your over, big dog?
Yeah. So my pick, I'm doubling up on the over this week. So my lock of the week is that over, and then my over of the week is the Hawaii Vandy game, which what was that total? We have it written down. But going slow.
It was
55 and a half.
55 and a half.
Yeah, just looking forward to Hawaii moving the ball. A lot of points for week 1, but life's too short.
Yeah, definitely. So we have Scott's lock, Ohio State, San Diego State.
And then
Ohio State or Ohio Bobcats.
Yeah, OU. The party school down in
party school.
Joe Burrow. So that was the lock, and my over and my spread pick of the week is Navy covering against Notre Dame, 20 and a half. They did it last year. It's in Dublin. There's going to be jet lag. 3 touchdowns. Way too many points. Way too many points.
First game jitters.
Yeah. Triple option there. First game jitters.
Triple option.
Too much.
3. Yeah. Because what's going to happen is if Navy gets the coin toss, they're going to have the ball for the first 17 minutes. So we're talking about Notre Dame's going to have to score really fast. So, and I don't see their offense moving the ball that quickly like they do. I feel like Sam Hartman is more of a pro style type guy. We'll see. Yeah. So those are his. Ryan, what do you have for your pick, your lock, and your over of the week?
Perfect. And then for everyone listening at home, I'm apologizing in advance for being, without a doubt, the worst sports bettor on this podcast. So if you want picks to do the opposite of, feel free to listen to mine. But
Ryan,
he has a disclaimer at least.
Fading Ryan.
Yeah.
Although
Ryan.
I feel kind of confident for at least one of them, because my first pick is also to pick Navy to cover the spread in that game. 2 of the slower offenses in college football last season. for all the other reasons you guys kind of highlighted. Triple threat option. They're going to be running and holding on to the ball for a long time. And I think with the new quarterback for Notre Dame, it's going to give them some – it's going to be a pretty basic look as they still incorporate the playbook into him, even though he is supposed to be an individual who's going to be contending for the Heisman this year.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, don't say
awesome.
Ryan.
Good pick.
And
Good pick. Good pick.
One for one, maybe. We'll see.
Yep. We'll see. We got,
all right.
What's your lock, bud? What's
my
your
lock of the week, and I warned you guys ahead of time, but I'm going to pick USC to cover, and I believe it is 30 points against San Jose State. It is a lot of points. I warned you, but
yeah,
I'm doing it.
It is
big question here on the lock. Does USC's defense, can they stop San Jose State?
God,
that's my biggest question.
Better question. Does San Jose State have an offense?
I don't know.
We're going to find out.
We'll find out. I just know USC's defense needs very bad, and I know they plugged those holes this year in the offseason, but we'll see. 30 points is a lot. That's a good lock, though.
We're getting frisky with it.
I like it. Getting frisky with it. I love it. What is your over of the week, big dog?
And my over of the week, I'm doubling down on my ridiculous lock. Caleb Williams over 2.5 passing touchdowns in this game. So he's going to get to that 30-point spread real fast for me. Otherwise, I'm going to look really bad, but I warned you. So
the over 2.5 touchdowns for Caleb Williams. That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one. Yep. Cool. All right. My turn. All right. I'm going to go with my lock of the week to start off. My lock isn't just what y'all picked as your spread pick. Mine is Navy Lock'em to cover. If I had a locking mechanism right now, we go king, lock Navy in, easy 20.5. Come on. What is Vegas doing? What are they think Notre Dame's going to come out week 1 and just give everybody their playbook? No. Not at all. That's silly. Plus, you're playing a team that loves to hold the ball until 1 second every time. And you got to ask your defense to stop these guys and take out their knees every play. Give me a break. Navy won't even win, but they'll give you time possession 30-something minutes of this game. You don't want to play military schools or religious schools. Nothing fights harder than both of them, especially Navy and Army. You do not want to play those guys. I love a good triple option. I'm going to be watching this thing with popcorn just because it might end up being a freaking good game. You never know. So
yeah, remember this. It's the first game for us to watch over here in the States with the 2:30 NBC kickoff, but it is nighttime in Dublin.
Yeah. Yes, it'll be phenomenal. The atmosphere is going to be amazing for this game. And then, so that's my lock. So lock Navy in. My pick of the week is actually the game on what is this on? Jacksonville State versus UTEP. I believe it's on CBS Sports Network. This game is gonna be probably the game of the weekend. No one's going to talk about it. You're only going to hear about it first on Back Porch. The Jacksonville State Gamecocks out of Alabama, not Jacksonville, Florida, or the Gamecocks out of South Carolina, out of Alabama, is hosting UTEP at home. I don't even think it's the first time. I don't think UTEP even knows how to get to Jacksonville State. They're going to have to just Uber it. I don't even know if they might use their Waze, but they're going to come in the middle of nowhere. They're going to walk into Gamecock country. It's going to be hot as balls. UTEP heat's different than humid Alabama heat. So I got this game is only a 1-point spread for UTEP. I say Jacksonville State covers, and I say they cover by a touchdown. It's their first big D1 game. Now they're in the Conference USA. So Jacksonville State Gamecocks, put it down, put $5 down, win 10. Let's go. And then my next one is my over of the week. In my over, I'm back to you, Vanderbilt. You better make up. for having the lack of a stadium, making us all look bad in the SEC. It can't be an SEC bias homer over here if you're going to make us look bad. So you better come to work today. And I'm talking to you, Clark Lee. I'm talking to you, Vanderbilt offense and defense and their 17 fans. You better make it loud. You better get the stadium rocking and rumbling. If anything, have the crane on the whole time so it's that constant hum in the end zone. And maybe the trucks going back. That's just leave it on reverse, where it goes beep beep beep. Make some noise, crowd. That's my over of the week. Vandy, you better over it. You're gonna over it more. You won last year. You went to Hawaii for a free vacation. Y'all scored 70 points. You better score 70 this year, and then you better go next week and beat whoever you need to beat, Akron or whatever, and then beat Wake Forest and give us our 3 wins. And then you're gonna give us the SEC wins. It's gonna be 4, and we're gonna look smart because of you. So thank you, Vanderbilt.
And I would like Hawaii to score too, so it's not all on Vandy. Just want to point that out.
I think Hawaii can.
I will root for touchdowns by either team.
I will be cheering touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need to cheer for something.
Yeah, this has been a wonderful. I missed this. I missed talking ball. I missed picks. It's a little rough week 0, but hey, we don't get a preseason.
Yep.
Like these NFL guys. We didn't do 2 days. I'm sitting here going, all right, we'll wake up early in the morning, do some reps, get an ice bath for our opinions and our bodies. Like we don't get that. We run right into this. So
we cold turkey this.
Me and Ryan are on a 2-a-day, and I don't know about him, but I'm exhausted. But I'm fired up takes.
These takes, man. So we love you guys. Thank you for following us. We told you it'd be about 30 minutes. We did run over because we did not expect the ACC thing to come alive like it did. But hey, that's the point of a beautiful. That's what happens. You're on the back porch. You just have conversations. You know what I mean? So we love you guys. Continue to follow us on all media platforms. All of the podcasts are going to be on Spotify, YouTube, and on Apple TV. Follow us. All of our shorts, all the things like that. Instagram. They mentioned earlier, we're doing a really good job putting out our graphics and our takes. Everything we just talked about will be out there this week. Continue to follow us. Share it. Interact with us. Let us know if we suck. I want to hear it. I want to hear from you. We love you. We can't do it without you. And if you guys, I'm not doing a bunch of talking here. If y'all want to say one more thing, we out.
Just warning you, disclaimers out there, so don't come back for my
disclaimer on Ryan. Yes, don't come for Ryan. He's a rookie.
Fade the fuck
Ryan.
out
Except Ryan.
I'm a soccer fan. No one wants to talk soccer, so I'll give you the other.
He's bad beat. He's bad beat, Ryan.
Talking football.
We'll talk about We're playing football in the football countries.
Yeah. There's a game in Dublin.
So, irony
right there. Peace out. Love you guys. Make sure to subscribe because week 1 is coming up next week as well. Deuces.
Peace.